Hi there, Elizabeth Marshall here. Do you see this? Carbon tax versus the people? Well, that's about it. So, quite some time ago, someone asked me, gee Liz, is this carbon tax? Can the federal government implement this carbon tax? I said, no, not constitutionally. But then I'm not a lawyer, I'm a researcher, and this is not legal advice. But the whole thing that I'm looking at, and this is why the Trillium Party was against the carbon tax, is the fact that, one, yes, we are always going to have climate change. That's part of the world's history. And if you ask any geologists or any archaeologists, they will tell you the same thing. Now, but the big thing is whether man has absolutely caused this climate change. Hasn't. There are too many natural events that have caused climate change. That being said, the federal government says that constitutionally they can push forward with this carbon tax. Now, if one reads through the Constitution and hundreds upon hundreds of court cases throughout the last 150 plus years of this country, you will see that in certain instances, the federal government, under Section 91, subsection 3, all modes of taxation, they feel that they can. But, huge but, under Section 92, subsection 5, is the provincial jurisdiction, which is public lands and the timber thereon. There's Section 92.13, property and civil rights in the province. There is Section 92.16, anything merely local and private in nature. Then there is Section 109. Now, this is what is reserved to the Crown and Crown lands. Now, it states the lands, mines, minerals, and royalties of the province, meaning belonging to the province, at the time of union, subject to any trusts or any interests of any person thereof. Now that means that if you own private property, that unless it's reserved in the letters patent, the province has really no say. But that has really very little to do with this topic for now. The long and the short is, if there is a constitutional challenge, and I feel that this is why the federal government came to the provinces in the first place saying, you implement your carbon tax, because, well, if you don't, then we will. That is bogus. So now we're looking at a constitutional challenge. And if the courts actually uphold the true meaning of the British North America Act being the Constitution Act of 1867, then the provinces have sole jurisdiction. And Mr. Carter, on Focus Ontario, you made a very jeering remark about what Mr. Ford said. And normally I would not defend, but I am defending this. Because you made a statement like, oh, well, now I know that carbon is involved in everything. Well, actually it is. And if you ask any scientist, they will confirm that carbon molecules make up everything. On the other hand, it may not be the carbon that we are discussing in regards to the carbon tax. I hope this has been informative, and thanks for listening.